This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
My name is Newton Nartey. I am graduate. Somo enafi yenhwe am for questions on the bar mu ya no kakra de mo and sana da ka nyina so ya beto so aba mo.
All right.
Hello Newton.
General Masom ewo studio ha say na said the wadi ka no. During intro na make sure say has folk as to why am performance na so abysmal this season no one waka crab, but going by the profiles of players am no general and said that any one bebre. Now talking about house folk this season no ohwehwe mo a obehu omo e mid table. Now this squad it provided 61 points just last 3 seasons ago under coach Samabuadu. Now ohwe a points somebody G League no now it says 61 points in a season. General Moshe 45 goals. I consider just 23. That was the second best defensive side ever league. Right after that, and a manager no a judge man honorable echo of Africa, of course, and to me and said your pet. But talking about key elements of that squad, no, it be a goalkeeping department, of course. Ubenya Richmond Ayi, Ubenya Richard Atta, and of course Ubenya Eric Oforianchi. None of them and all kind of different experience adaptation to the Hasfolk club now. They've been there for some time now. But even away from Hasfolk, these are goalkeepers are general or more at me develop so much within the colors of Hasfolk, their clubs, and of course their national colors. So for Rancho be you know the exploits for national teams for Kotoko, for Mediama. Richard Atta has been with the Blasters after Blasters, a team in terms of the national team packing. But Atta is here. But usually, okay, performance, experience in performance, about general. Sometimes you need to be on form. You should be ready optimally. As I saw, you're ready for the season. So talking about these goalkeepers, a more huge potential. A bimpa, a bibaka, someone to me in the challenge in our family, a more talent, you know who the capacity of it. But by virtue of the evidence, who so far our career, they deserve to perform at the highest level. But this season, it was never the case. Has to consider a lot. Now talking about defense, share the right side and the left side. Coach Okuluka wants to say the lateral zones of the team, and it is so weak. We have Dennis Kosa and Okan Rashid. These guys, and about the left side of the team. Ubenya Yaman Kwabafi, and of course Samuel Inkum. Do I need to talk about Samuel Inkum? These are the 4 players who has folk lateral. So Dennis Enihonma, you expect Rashido can bet me a Jumana Diamao. Okay, Enihonma on the other side, okay, Yamankwa Bafi or a certain Samolinkum. These are the individuals at general or more the lateral zone. So for has folk. But this is another idea, individually, collectively. I'll be talking about the collective nature of us folk team. So all kind individuals there, every one of them, me a bomb a Bia Yamankwa Bafi and a Rashid Okan and Omun drew the height of or the stature of us folk. Move from now called the central defensive zone. These are the guys that Omusi kind of hot this season. And everything they've been doing, as should say, Omuye extremely out of form. Yakubu Zakaria came from all the way down from all blast to Edro. Ubabenya Kwabna Anane. Obabenya Sowa has been with us for a long time, General. Obaka Kunadu Yadom and of course Kaliba Mankwa. These are quality players by the standard of the Belfast Premier League. But put them together. I'll be back later with that. So these are the players I watch on. Uyimi Enua, it means 4 and 5 Emani. Uyimi and San, it means a back 3 system Emani. But put 2 together yourself and find out say Mienu Bay and between ball Amana as the best defensive pairing for Hasfolk this season. They've been conceding. And everything at Ekoswatch have been marshaled by these guys at Amwacho. Move away from the defense. Now Oban Fifi, Obabeto, Jordan Otanga, Obabeto Eric Eso, Obabeto Linda Mtangi. These are 3 players, the most consistent players of this season. Omusi Akadema has folk. These players, the last 15 games of Mabono, counting number of games of Maluswa, and you're so bad. But put that away. Nienka Awako and Saidu Salifu Mwasem. These 2 guys are the creative hub of the team. But General, aside all these individual profiles, put them together. Who are the best 3? Who are the best trio out of these 5? Hasfolk struggled so much. David Oklu earlier after Saosha Kotokono, Okotieni post-match conference, he said a lot and then defined a trusted team, But an annual city RTU or see team number 2 a depleted side. Yes, of course. Awako hasn't been himself. This is not the Awako we know from Olympics through the national team colors down to Hasselhoff. Yenyan who said Salifu, quality player by all standards, but by virtue of injuries, the guy hasn't been himself. Eric Esau hasn't been the Esau we've always been seeing in the colors of Ash Gold. The game now I caught a from Kakra, but in midfield, you need to get the best out of other players and start a game no at Messi, and that is why everybody will be arguing. He said, Otanga more games, but check out the results if those more games ever. And Linda has been the key man in that midfield for Hasselhoff, even with Linda one starting season in pool. So general Hasselhoff midfield in the you can talk about quality, you can talk about form, you can talk about potential, you can talk about talent, but none of it can be defined this season by the standards of the club. This is Hasselhoff midfield and war and Sabotre Nartey and Futu. Omumi and Sankwa between a fight on any day against any club, but bring 3 out of this. Even Salifu there, now move on to the final third, and we are talking about, should I use chunk players? A lot of them are here, but they are not really on form. Yes, of course, an international player for Central African Republic. Obabenya Albert Ionde. This guy is very good, but what does he do really on the pitch? He doesn't score, neither does he create. You are talking about Isaac Mensah, extremely out of form. You are talking about Clinton Appiah, a youngster, my main fan, and Kojo Obin Jr. What is the real profile of Kojo Obin Jr.? Is he a specialist in poaching goals? Does he create and score like Karim Benzema? Does he stay in the box and stay as a beast like Olivier Giroud and Victor Edu Colon our RTU or buy a ultimate mistake claim our has folks starting team. It means technically it's not been consistent. Kosemo Boadu, Ubenya Matic, Ubenya Way, Ochina, Okulu, Ochina, they've always been changing. Now, this is one major principles of coaching. Every coach, our trust our world players, and a Tony Bimpoa, you're an assistant coach, on any boss and you're on certain players, on a lineup, but this is Hasselhoff. Now, after putting all this together, last game, no evidence, the attack, no, any fearsome, midfield, no, a shallow. They went with the 4-2-3-1 against Team FS RTU. This is the manager David Okulu or struggled this season, and it is so understandable. But RTU shape it was a 4-4-2, and every time Biano almost searching like a 4-2-3-1 with 4-man attack, and RTU the Kwakra and Mekanwa against Samatex. It was an announcement to be rumored, and I'm saying, oh, how's it Jamu? Oman Jamu. That was their real strength. Has against Tamale City. Among for Oman Jamu, that was their real strength. Has have always been diminishing. Now, okay, 61 points in the G League. Last season it was 48 points, and I'm going to cut off the I feel more 45 points, and I'm going to die 11th on the table. Is it down to diminishing returns by their form? Form na some body J for a G League, and a sort of thing. Do they need to recycle the squad or refresh the whole squad? What is the real sense of the issue here? Nobody has access to the substance as to why Hasselhoff struggle and why Linda, a key player for the squad, up and started season of free by being a buy on tenacity muda on more club on general. Or buy this season on the key man for Hasselhoff. So where is the form of Richard Atta? Where is that combination? I will try on after say more last call, Khalid, any so a form no one fan. A try every opponent, irrespective of the quality, and it has to focus our confidence. Now, collectively, I'm showing you a lot of things that issue, our has to focus team. And every single team be we say, oh, yes, so strong, despite an attack, a sharp ground. Still, as I said, the defense, a very solid. So, Hasselhoff defense, and I say, now, but before that, this is Kojo Obin Jr. Watch very closely. It's 1-on-1 against Nuruddin in the RTU game. So he beat Nuruddin in that 1-on-1 duel. After so beating there was another 1-on-1. Now Kojo Obin Jr. also did that with a plumb. After so beating another second man in the 1-on-1 duels. This is the big space. So oh yes, striker. Instinctively, this is where you are defined. She space a Kojo Obin Jr. She distance between himself and the goal line. But it's down to Kojo Obin to take the keeper. One more shot or delay ball no meaning so lose confidence. He is the key striker for the side. Or the ball no impo. After that, and see the trace. And at some point, has spoken your free kick crana. Now, Tana Babajina home. Now, Obo. This is a team indeed are depleted. Here, you can agree with manager if say Okulu. But who caused that depletion into the squad? We were talking about it. So, free kick here by here. That set piece from the corner. Atabuafu Rashid Okai. As to why the Buafu, let me show you here. Yani individuals, some quality, but put them together and the collective quality that defines the strength. So here, Hasbrook defining in a zonal market. You have two players here at a market box, and Oshaya Rashid is right around the near post. So you need to be very much watchful. But original first post, no shall be Atta so now Atta is making sure say he's at the far post, making sure say ball intimate Antoinette. But before ball air banner, now Rashid cut off momentarily. He switched off. So it was down to Atta to hurriedly parry that ball out of the goal line. This is that defense at almost person, almost back top phone. Now, the league is stronger. I could have boldly said, General, has focused on relegation. Except for Thomas a fee come sinking. Has folks squad no individually good by the standards of our league, but put them together collectively, and you can never define their strength in any sense, be it the defense, midfield, or attack. But this is a team where NCHBano or J League, So here we are talking about RT. You are all decided, dictating the pace of the game against Hasselhoff. So also players be say, and RT decided on that switch game, by recycling play. After that, the weaknesses are so clear and visible. Our Hasfolk team appear. Now watch here very closely. How many players can you find around this zone as against how many players from RTU? This is 2/1 in that overload. But there is an explicit pass to RTU player now. And none of the Hasfolk players was zone and care about what is really happening. This is 2/1. But watch the distance of the pass to the receiver. Who intercepts that ball? Intercept who is really aggressive on the receiver? This is Hasfolk defense. Now, after that, how easily a far ball and find the point two. I'll be showing you the other side. Now, watch here. There are also 4 players around this same zone. This is the goal scorer. Now, before you realize, Hasfolk as against 2 of RTU. But where is the urgency? Makacha was actually had your bar now about defend it. Mahasa but Soa is really off. But the Kumi a player first Kunadu Yadom and then Yaman Kwabafi. Who are these 2 players? But ask me one question about Manaf Umar's position, and he's really coming down from behind them. But General, watch the situation very closely. Every member of the backline for Hasselhoff. This sample no if from last game of boy. This is Manafoma. He's just got entry into the box, but 2 players were. You have Kunedu Yadom, you have Yaman Kwabafi, but Omunina Shadi Atabaye, and then Atabe to me after splitting out the ball. But this have been the case at Hasselhoff from this season. Omoko defense on Manoma Kwakoda. No, man, concede this goal. Hasselhoff a form no yet out. But say Umama now for the Amamesa found Kotamale, the reverse fixture of this game. Now watch me for the idea see and see this is so. Eso Nigeria has said watch closely and then watch Umama Naf. Umama Naf had the ball with ease because Eso cut off. Now Medica action defense Omoko off, but watch the midfield. Eso is also out of his senses because close to him, Umama Naf far born on the Chino from almost 50 yards away and pick Richmond. Different set and watch different goalkeeper. RTU they are now mobile crane attack. But the characteristics of this Hasselhoff team are similar thing. Now watch here very closely. You can count about 4 or 5 players in this zone. As against how many players for RTU? 1 against 5. But there's one explicit pass in from midfield at breaking the whole back line down. And General, this is Hasselhoff. Now I'm a person with the edgy league, or I'm person with the rat for 5 players as again 1 striker from RTU. But ball now I see into that space. Attack never came out of the goal line, and the part 4 winning as General Omwada. Hasselhoff, in fact, are depleted. So me catch you earlier say individually you can be calling out. Say where you're good. So about team nature, Caleb Abodriana, our experience, so about us good, our form, or you're good. But put them together, and that is the essence of a team. The power of a team depends on the collective nature of it. And you pick your more individually. Now we cry go away at tornado there. May sad you go through the sequences and you know say some of these boys shouldn't start for Hasselhoff. If indeed, as I say, unless 2 years, this ball got at the back of the net with that cheeky ease. Hasselhoff shouldn't defend this way. Yaman Kwaba, if he had the whole chance, say Obetime defend the ball right from midfield. But okay, coach, look at you say, the laterals, as weak as Kontomre. And this situations and my Hasselhoff are considered. On this note, I'll be inviting Referee Kala. Now game no dey sense back by beyond me. I know they are purely technical from officiating angle. No na many ref at discuss it. So general ref abedru has say. Now ref okay game we dey same bebre aba. Be say off and you're off. Ref no GDA penalty no cry inside and anye inside. But let's start from Umama now go ya Papala a flag and who say was through. Now yendi hon komoka krebi. Afterwards, now mana sa receive yellow card. Now okasakasa. Minim se obo nansa. And now say kasakasa na the yellow card nearby. But ref, watch here very closely. Na mami who say ball in fact na ye offside. This is a manaf go now you deny you know. What do you say about this, ref?
Yeah, first of all, let me correct you. Say you denying the goal.
Okay.
Because ball one should go answer.
All right.
Say time my referee who said I stand referee no, I pay a flag and no one head or ball hostel.
Okay.
So say referee ball hostel. Na say who didn't someone who try. They say one tea one buno until Obama yellow card because a beer said I make a try a beer boze commentator be out of I should go. Na referee see any go. Me was so no. As a referee flag the guy call first. And sana all bobo na ide. Akwa to that. And it's that I say hostile settles dispute. It's anytime be our player or field of player. What is a referee na benabo? Because we shall see na all starting on our ben and so tie na ben. Or the fowler or bar ben and so tie na ben. It is a other whistling be outsider. And so we recognize that no. This whistling is not coming from the center referee. And it is all about bench rewa. As a child says, so referee who say, assistant referee no appear flag say offside. Now a player named T and a couple born say, meaning say umbu the decision. And until Basana, you are showing disrespect to the game, which is unsporting behavior. And until the man yellow card and they say, or shall go. Now coming back to the incident. I say, I say, MBA said the facts.
But ref, watch this.
I know that. Let's come back to the incident
because you so denial, also when denying.
Who said you one born a net? That is why I say born a net, you know. And sana Obama card, and I was that oh kasa. So the major we know so kasa or deny now. A chance born in she will deny an obvious goal scoring opportunity because of the offside, you know. Coming back to the clip, to the incident, you know. Now you could see, say, the player was not in an offside position. That means, yes, because if you look at it, you see any part of the body. So the part of the body, apart from the hand, you know, so leg now, you could see, say, and I know, I put two players on side.
Side off, no line almost.
But you see, a reflex.
No,
Yes, let me tell you, that is the facts that we are seeing. Look at how our technology, to say that no panel Joe, discussing about old players, as I say, BBC to Mukosia, and the technologies will be more, and these things, they be and players, no. Was it 900 goals, 800 goals, no. Can they find it very difficult to score those goals. But coming back, there are a lot of technologies. I say, look at the legs, and it was tight. Look at it. So it was the reflex. When the ball was kicked, Okofano at the recipient point, and that made the referee, assistant referee, a mistake.
Which is wrong.
Yes, and in terms of a mistake, Okopeja flag, Sabono, offside. So he made a mistake here. That is fine.
So didn't I go?
Yes, fine.
Okay. All right, so ref, after this, na obia kawoshe go na okasa out of frustration, no?
No, but let me tell you, any kasana or kasano. Ball now about 2 net, no? Because you had the whistle. Why should you play it again?
Okay.
What is me boy baby? Because my GBB, you say whistling settles dispute.
Newcastle and Liverpool. John Joe Shelby, go away. a torn net, you know. He played the ball into that net. After some call review, you know, on the G goal. But now referee now the count by you know.
Let me tell you, and the occasional referee the count by Ben.
Yeah, boy.
Mean to me and Kadia. Man should be mean to me. But anytime referee Bobo Ben, I just say what BB. On to me call and back. Because of the cabo Ben, when you say, or they say, the cabo Ben, there's no way say, what bar Ben, you can work up. Referee be on your opinion, obvious goal scoring opportunity. Whistling a choir, they are banning in a whistling and playing in a course spontaneously. Or come up a penalty. That referee, that was his end. What they are saying. Because I didn't see that the OG, you know, 1 GM, you know, because you see that here. You see, these are the things I need to know. About Bendia, BBS, etc.
Okay, so right after that, there's another incident around the 86 transitioning to the 87th minute. But this is another crucial point because we had tackle that was sweet tackle from Nuruddin, RT centre back. We say referee originally pointed to the spot. You can see that.
Yeah, you could see.
Bashos pointed straight to the spot. But there was a communication from the lines, you know, and Okokoti. You can see that. I see a penalty, and I'll see. But also, this is the tackle spot.
You see, the Biame our referees, our positionings. Whenever we are running, our vertically, so the player and the cheat said you did a or a mistake. When you are running, I like find space on the match because there's no defender or betting a straighter or if you look at the tackling, so it was a foul, like you could see, it's more than about a meter from the penalty area line. So the match, and it was a tackling or tackling, you know. Or foul anywhere, and then it drops them onto the penalty area. So them also up board anywhere, you know.
Now here, tackle baby a best 30 any edge or baby a best ending.
That be a best start apart from holding. Now, obeti me holding obia up to a certain point abeja anymore. That's how otimi a foul or nana. That is where you just foul to. But I had a look at it. A foul or higher. It is a BBC crana open advantage. I Amber. So I materialize here. Then you come back to where the incident occurred.
Okay.
So they are here. You come back. So let's move on. Okay. So the mission.
And this, I say referee J when we not and seeing scene no. I can find some bebree at the buy. After some bashers consulted say and show Adams a fees. Of course, yellow card. But war not to no. Has folks so. By my dress, or more say, war no shape, no day. A man can find you a shoe baby by, but all the closely. Now, me mount the diameter of the pitch. Then, I mean, who say, in fact, offside, and I'm offside. I mean, me can't have a fee. This was the goal. But you can see from the reverse angle, no, me yes, actually. Also, I started a ball cross, so then you may say, and now who say, Papala, a flag, you know, it was so. Ref, me they will go straight away from this scene. Say a deflector, and also watch him and sign a to him. But from here, watch it closely now. Me musa question back. Say if that's a offside, and I say in your offside. Was a scene and they now show you say the moment. So ref, this is it. Watching closely, mommy. This is actually the line. Watching and going by this, you can see, sir, this is actually the last player. Okay, I mean, change your way now. This is actually the last player. Now, so I will share the last leg in one. This is it. But this is the shape of the pitch. Yeah, sure, no problem. No problem. Ref, share it closely.
Joy about.
This is crucial point, General. So, ref, I'm sure Sahadi won't. Now, this is the last leg of RT Wall. But crucially, the who say, I'm on position. Mamento and ref.
Joe, look at if you look at the position of Amankwabe at the time of the kick, he was in an offside position. If you look at the markings, the diameter of the field of play now, video, you could see the leg and the baby I stand referee Ojina.
Yes.
Because that is the last part one defender or marking. Now marking is why any part of the body now ocean. So these are the legs, the leg in the ocean. So if you look at the position of this particular player that Osher go down. The ball deflected from the wall and it came back to a player who is in an offside position. So I side with the referee, although it was something I had
very marginal
Palmer referees. But this Hassan referee did very well, very well, making sure say where the player was before the kick, he was in an offside position. So I commend the Hassan referee, he did well. Those who are saying, picture no how it is. Who say the player was in an offside position before the kick was taken.
All right, too bad as a me tramuso ewa na among for better masipa education ni nsema ho do amde atunkofo ni ma clear no de amamefa commercials kakra bi ba na fi ya to aso de amamo ye page mu a breaking news na beto aso